I'm Liam Dale, I'll be the chief instructor here. My job here is to teach people practical self-defence, some good kickboxing for sport, health and fitness, and to have a good time and some fun. I've practiced so much martial arts. I suppose I started off initially with Kung Fu back in the day, but I've migrated, I've moved through a lot of the other art forms. I've studied almost every other art form possibly, and lucky enough to gather myself a number of black belts in the process. And fortunately then I was also lucky in my later years to compete at a very high level and win European and world gold. What will happen when you come here to practice with me or to train under Liam Dale martial arts, you will first of all realise that you have all the time in the world to go where you want to go. It's your effort will give you your outcome. So you are not forced, you are not cajoled, you are shown that this is a no-brainer. Your effort will give you this healthy body, will give you this sense of fitness, this sense of confidence, this self-belief that you will earn. You will take the positive thought that you have and transform it into self-belief by your efforts. And over time you realise what you can do, which is far more than you would have even imagined from the day you come in. But it all happens, it should be friendly. Martial arts is for everybody. So you should be able to get that and pick up on that very quick. That if you come and you put the effort in, the outcome you get will be exceptional.
Thanks. Okay, how are we doing?
I'm doing the kickboxing now about 5-6 months now, and I haven't quite. It's fantastic. Up as far as now, I'll be a beginner. Yes, definitely. It's a work in progress, really. You know, that kind of way. You just learn something week after week. Some week it stays in, some weeks it doesn't. You know, but it's just all practice. I kind of see it as like the self-defense end of it as well. You know, like you don't know what you're coming up against nowadays, and it's just. I just thought it was time for me to kind of learn how to defend myself, but defend myself properly. And Liam was the man to go and talk to about anything like that straight away.
Push down here.
The spiritual side of it as well, like I'm kind of looking into like the background into martial arts now, a bit more than what I would, you know. I've taken more of a keen interest in it. So in that aspect, yeah, it's just the whole lot is just coming together for me.
Get as much breath as you can. If you find your breath has got slow and regulated, start to breathe in deeply and slowly, and watch your breath stretch. Don't be afraid to keep breathing in. And push the arms above the head and feel all the lower trunk.
Some of the different techniques he taught us, you know, we were lying down on the mats and stretching, and after that it's just like looking at a certain part of the floor, a certain dot and things like that. And then I came up to a talk he had here, I think it was on Thursday afternoon or Thursday night, and it was all about breathing and like setting goals and how to achieve your goals, and you know, that kind of way, the yin and the yang.
Day, night, sun, moon, masculine, feminine, it's all fairly straightforward to a degree. And what it really says, what the yin-yang symbol says, is that the contrast of the opposites is what's important. Well, you can't have one without the other. One must be present in order for the other to be showing itself what it is. The polar opposites matter. But what I also love about the yin-yang symbol for me, which isn't always often explained, is that every yang there's a small bit of yin. And every yin there's a small bit of yang.
Like I said, I'm a beginner. And when I first started off, I thought, oh geez, maybe it's a bit much for me. But then I came up and just Liam's been reassuring, and everyone at the club, Brass Martial Arts, they've just been fantastic, so friendly, and they help you behind the scenes as well. Even when like we're not here, we're in the ring now, we're after having a clash, and they're still helping you through things, you know. So I definitely recommend it, yes.
Yeah, we cover all aspects of the martial spectrum. We are not primarily competitive. For me, the win is if someone turns up and gets healthy and fit. That's a win. The real win is developing yourself as an individual and finding out all the talents and abilities that you have. Competition is a massive bonus, and we certainly encourage and support this. Self-defense is also a very important aspect of what we do here.
Initially it was kind of just for fitness, just to keep fit, kind of tone up a little bit, and then it grew into something that I never thought it would. I never thought I'd be doing this kind of stuff, but I kind of started to love it, and then it went from there. I think at the very beginning it was kind of welcoming, like we were thrown into the mix. Like we weren't set aside as beginners, like doing 1-2 like normal stuff, big basic things. We were kind of thrown into the whole mix, doing what everybody else is doing. I think it's more for my mind. Like I get out, my life is hectic most of the time, and when I come here I forget about everything. I can let it all out and then blow off a bit of steam. So that was kind of what intrigued me even still. Come up and just try it. It's not anything that you've seen before, I would say. It's definitely not anything I've seen before, and it's a totally different atmosphere than other clubs I've been to. But yeah, I'd say come up and try it and just see how it goes, see if you love it, like I do.
So after training here for a number of years, I felt that the benefits spread to the rest of my life. Not only was I obviously more confident in my ability to defend myself, but I was more confident in general life. It spread into my college work, my regular work, and just general friendships, like how I deal with people. Everything became better, everything became more positive. And outside of that as well, there's people that I've met through kickboxing, through martial arts that have become good friends over the past few years as well. So it's a great place to come just for making friends and just for a social aspect.
Don't lift your head. Throw the jab straight away with the piston, and then it's this one. Yeah? Straight away, it's this one. You got it? Big. Let's go.
What springs to mind straight away is the sense of camaraderie, the sense of connectedness, the sense of community that happens here. It's a very friendly environment. This is something that I wanted to promote from day one, because I've been through so many martial arts, so many journeys, and it wasn't always sweet, and it wasn't always enjoyable, the learning. And one thing that always struck me, that if people are having fun, if people are comfortable, if people are feeling like they belong, they really, really want to shine. They really want to put the work in. So I set out to create that atmosphere. And what has happened is it's been replicated by those people who are with me for a long period of time now, and the class itself. There's a colour, there's an environment in the class where people are cared for, people are looked after. There's no pecking order as such. People's ability is evident to see. They lead from the front, or if they're not comfortable, they take the time and they develop. So for me, it's the happy, enjoyable place to be, and that's why I find people are coming back.
When I was a kid, I did Kung Fu for a few years, and I think when I was 21, 22, I did Kempo, karate. I did kickboxing for about a year and gave it up then because I have kids. It's completely different now. It's a long time since I would have done it. It's like 15 years ago, so everything has changed. It's completely different. It's more regulated now, and Liam's club is very safe. You know, he looks after us now. We don't hit too hard or anything in the club. He trains us really well for competition. We started competing this year, a couple of us. So, yeah, in comparison, Liam knows stuff. I feel like, you're in good hands. I got 3 competitions actually. The first one I got second place in a competition. The second one I got through to the quarterfinals. That was the Open, and then I won the Novice All-Ireland Kickboxing Championship there earlier in April. I mean, I've dropped a stone in like 6 weeks getting ready for competition. If you show Liam what your goal is, he'll work hard with you, if you put in the effort. We learn self-defence, you learn if you want to compete, you can compete. You can drop weight, you can tone up, you can make friends, It's really everything, absolutely everything for everybody of every age.
Last few years I've been doing boxing and a bit of Muay Thai, and I heard about Liam Bell's place, so I thought I'd come up and check it out. It's very diverse, has a few different things. It's not only kickboxing, you have the martial arts aspect, trips and throws, Roman wrestling, bits and pieces like that, so it's the way forward.
I have a boxing background, and I kind of had the want to learn. I had the heart to push myself to learn, but I had no real guidance. But I bumped into Liam on a couple of occasions, and I just knew by what he had, the way he spoke, his persona, what he had to give. So I said I'd follow him and hopefully achieve what I wanted to achieve, what I had in my head. And so far it's been successful.
I think what sets it apart is the training itself, It's just it's a lot more intense at times. fitness aspect, and a lot of it's fun. You know, some of the gyms that we're in over the years probably say the same. Very strict, some of them, you know, very full on. These ones you actually have fun, but you get fit as well and learn the craft.
My plans for Leandale martial arts and for the martial arts I teach is to bring it to people everybody, not just the young or the fit or the agile, everybody. It's for absolutely everybody. All ages, all body shapes, all sizes can express themselves through martial arts, and that's my aim.